this episode of Wasted Opinions. I do my wrestler intro every time now. It's consistent. Today we're going to be talking about Red Dead 2. Well, the Red Dead series, but Red Dead 2 specifically came out back in November, I believe it was, of 2018. But before we get going too crazy on that, who do I have with me here today on the panel?
Tell you life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. I'm CountryBoy.
Yeah, the most Red Dead of the names. Country Boy.
Oh, I think it's Sue.
So hot I make steam look cool. I'm LewisLightning.
And they call me Deadeye
Dick!
Or MussKeg.
Damn.
Yeah.
How'd you know that you could say dick? Is that from a movie?
It is from something.
Sure.
No, it really is.
Dick
Dick is totally...
Deadeye Duck was from
No, not
Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah, Deadeye Dick is from something.
So, but before we get going, we also have a shot of just pure whiskey in a dirty glass.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
You know, spit take.
Another!
Okay. Anyway. So really just a conversation. Red Dead, the first one came out in...
I don't know, does it say 09 maybe?
2005.
No!
2005 to 2010 is when Rockstar was...
2005 maybe like Red Dead Revolver or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look
I think
at
it's
it.
9.
But
I want to say 09.
Yeah. Anyways.
Again, editing.
Anyways, a game that we all played, we all loved.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll just chat about it a little bit before we get into Red Dead 2. Not too much though, because we'll probably reference it.
Yeah.
John, I know you loved it.
Red Dead Redemption, the very first one, is in my top 5 games of all time, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
It actually surprised me, because I remember you were really hyped up about it. I remember you talking about, you're going to get this game, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just Grand Theft Auto in the West. Who fucking cares? And I saw you playing, I'm like, this is kind of neat, actually. I might get this game. And I played it, and fuck me, it blew my mind.
Sheer scope of it, right?
Awesome. Sheer scope. It's not just Grand Theft Auto on horses. Like, it was better than Grand Theft Auto.
More story based than
exactly.
GTA.
More story based, and it's just
GTA obviously because Rockstar makes GTA as well.
They really encapsulated like the whole West.
That's what I was gonna say,
right?
This is like what other Western games were there? Really?
Gun. Red Dead Revolver.
Which is a spiritual or prequel to it all.
Yeah.
But like this is the epitome of like when you watch Western movies that are awesome.
It's the best Western game of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think it won the Game of the Year, the original Red Dead.
Great main character, John Marsden. I mean, everybody loved him. So yeah, it was, and just I think really unique in what people were expecting from it. Like you say, you were thinking GTA people. Okay, it's going to be GTA on horses where they steer like cars. And
it's like, how is it going to be fun? It's going to be less.
No.
Like
when you go up to that cliff, that horse will immediately stop.
There's no chance.
And then neigh, and then you try and control it and get it to So with that in mind, though, we're here to talk about Red Dead 2 because it's most recently. What'd you guys think?
I had big expectations for this one because I loved the first one so much. So that was a little bit of a hindrance for me because I wanted so much out of this game.
You wanted Red Dead 1 with just better graphics, more story, more to it.
And I knew it was going to be a prequel to the first one, and I already loved John Marsden. I thought, okay, well, I know there's this new guy, Arthur Morgan, and he's going to be part of the posse. That's kind of cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably going to sound like negative here, but it didn't live up to my expectations. I had really high expectations, and it didn't live up to it because they added too much, which sounds kind of crazy for a video game. Mm-hmm. The fact that you gotta go and cook your food at a fucking
campfire.
You gotta like pick all the items you want to cook.
Horse runs out of stamina.
Each individual item. Oh yeah, you gotta watch your stamina.
That was a little bit annoying.
You gotta watch your
cores.
You watch your horse's stamina. Your horse's health. You gotta watch your dead. Like there's 5 things you gotta watch all the time. So you're constantly eating certain stuff. Yeah. And that was just juggling all that was annoying to me. Like I was like, I don't need this. I just want to play this game, and so it bogged it down. It slowed it down for me.
I did think it was really good, but like, so that did get on my bad side a little bit. All that little like micromanaging your horse and your stamina, all that. The story though, like to me, when I heard it was a prequel, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the heyday of the West. We're gonna be like robbing stuff, hitting trains all the time.
I know.
But even like the first game. They're kind of talking about how the West is dead and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, okay, this is a prequel. It's going to be back when it wasn't. No, it's still pretty
They're
much.
still talking about the West as
It's like they're just before the first game.
And you're running away from like your past life. Like even in the beginning, you're like running away from some big shootout you had after you robbed the place.
Like, let me play that shootout.
I want to be more in like the riding high with the gang lifestyle. Whereas this was always like questioning everything that you had done, that Dutch had kind of led you to believe to be true. And that's where the story kind of fell off for me.
This game was Red Dead Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
is what it
that's
was.
a good way to say it. I would say I probably wasn't as the story for me was good, and I would say I didn't. The story was almost on par with Red Dead, so I was probably not as big of a detractor in just the single player and everything. So if we were to rate it, and we're not going to do that right now, but I would probably be the highest, I think, between the two of you.
I guarantee.
Between the three of us, but I don't think it would be that much of a difference. I will say, so far, and I don't want to get into this too much because we can talk about it later, I want to talk more about the story. The biggest disappointment for me hasn't been the game itself, it's been the online. I don't know how many videos we did where I said, I'm so excited for Red Dead Online 2, Red Dead 2. It's going to be like GTA 5 in the West. And GTA 5 Online was something I loved. I got into way too late. And I really wanted you guys to get into it with me. But it never happened. So I was thinking, okay, well, this one's coming out now. Everybody's going to get into this with me at the same time. But it got released as a beta at first. And it had little.
And just small portions.
And still now, it's
like a year later since release.
Just about. Oh, actually, by the time we post this, it might be,
Yeah.
And still now, even, it's not... I know, you know...
It's not the online you want it to be. It's not the Grand Theft Auto 5 online like you want it to be. Yeah.
Like, there wasn't the story. They focused too much on the non-story stuff. The thing I liked about GTA 5 was the heists online, and you had to build up, and you had to do these things. And it was like... It was like 5 or 6 really long missions, each in a heist. And that's what I wanted this. And this one, they focused more on, like, the battle royale events, right? Where last man standing, and they're like, oh, Fortnite's popular now, so let's try and do that.
What was great about the heist is everybody had like their job, right?
Yeah.
You had the guy, he's the car, he's driving the vehicle, he's the getaway man.
Who's the guy on the top of the bank?
These 2 guys are going in.
Who's the top of the bank?
Exactly. Here, it's like everybody's doing the same.
Who's working the teller? Who's working the
and then you're all getting out of there.
I want to, heist.
Have like a plan.
But you could have done that here. That's the
train robbery. Do the train robbery like that.
You could do so many things with
Who goes to the engineer?
And a bunch of the episodes, a bunch of the train robberies, you got to go and find the train schedule for one mission. You got to get costumes so you can get onto the train and act like you're part of the crew.
Find out how many guards there will be on the
So anyways, I mean, we'll talk about a little bit online a bit later, but I want to ask you guys about this because this is the one thing that I think, and you mentioned earlier that I kind of disagree. I think Red Dead 2 did better than Red Dead 1 was the characters. I thought that, that whole posse, each unique character, really unique people.
I don't disagree with the characters. Yeah, the characters I agree. I just thought that they kind of painted themselves into a corner by doing a prequel. It's like, this person survives, that person survives because
that didn't take away from the characters, though.
A little bit it did because, well, not the characters themselves, but the story. Because I kind of thought, okay, well, I know this guy survives, that guy survives. I don't know who the hell you are. You're probably going to die. But no, you're probably going to die.
You hate that, what's that one guy, the blonde that...
Micah.
Fuck, you hate Micah the entire time.
Yeah, you do.
You Dutch, you're like, oh god, Dutch, you're just...
But I think that's kind of like he was saying, like after playing the first one, you're like, okay, I don't know who Sean is. I'm not going to let myself get too attached.
Oh, but...
I don't... Yeah. But Uncle, yes, I know who Uncle is.
By the way, spoiler alert for this whole video. We're not going to hold back. It's been out for a long time, right?
Spoiler alert.
So we'll wait. How shocked were you though when Sean got shot in the brain? Like,
it's dead.
I wasn't characters aren't
going to just like that though. It was quick.
Even though characters aren't going to be there, it was still like, oh wow.
Just how it happened. Yeah, I was totally surprised.
I was just for me it was like I was always waiting for that second hand to drop. I was like, he's going to get killed at some point. Then when it happened, like, okay, that's how he's out. Let's keep going. I wasn't shocked by it. That was the problem for me.
I mean, and one thing I was worried about going into because I like John Marston so much, I was really worried that I wasn't going to like this Arthur Morgan's guy.
And I started that way too.
And especially because it says like look and everything. But, near the end, I was like, oh, I almost like...
He's actually a better
person than John Marston.
He really is. He redeems himself in this game.
John's a dick in this game to his family.
He wants something to do with Jack for the longest time.
But one thing, talk about customization though and everything. I loved the customization.
Online customization.
No, not that.
Oh, in the game. Like your beard trimming and stuff.
Yeah, the game needs to let you make changes if you want to. But no, I liked. I kind of rocked for Arthur. This he kept it scruffy here, but not beardish, and then like a nice thick Sam Elliott style mustache. That was my go-to.
I went full bush.
I got one.
And then trimmed it right off. And then I would usually keep it like a short stubble.
I think I was a 3 on the mustache, or maybe a 5, and then a 2.
I kept getting at the horse girl, the hair growth, whatever it was, hormone. I kept drinking that.
Did you ever throw the pomade on to slick it?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, that's how I look good. I put on a suit and I put on the pomade. I'm ready to look slick out there.
I don't know. Is there something specific you want to bring up, or?
Oh, one thing I love about both of these games is like the odd things that you find when you're out in the world. Where you're just like traveling around, you're like, I'm gonna break into this house and see what happens.
Yeah, you see a guy sitting on a porch and he's like, hey there, stranger. How's it going, friend? And you walk up and all of a sudden you get butt raped.
You should put a picture of the map where that happens.
But then you go back because you remember where it happened, and you find him.
Butt rape here.
And you find him. And you tie him up and you throw a Molotov cocktail on him and you watch him burn in the swamp.
You wake up and your ass is sore. What the hell?
I just came back and used a shotgun on him.
Yeah, as soon as I went in the door, I was like, bam!
No.
I didn't even. I don't want to do it again. That's why.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, all right? That's what
I didn't want him to get a second chance on me, so I was like, fuck you, right away. Toss him into the swamp.
So like one of my biggest things with I liked Arthur Morgan a lot, but to me he never had the payoff. I like his character a lot, but he was, questioning Dutch, questioning his ways, were we doing the right thing, all this stuff.
I know.
And then he doesn't get Micah, he doesn't get Dutch, he doesn't make any change. Like he kind of dies still. Like I think maybe he had the revelation of what he had done, but he was
definitely
dead. You never had that.
The more Shakespearean sad ending, I guess. Like he didn't really get his payoff, but he did. I think he redeemed himself when he was like saving John and his family. So I thought that itself is like the redemption itself was kind of worth
compared to the original Red Dead. Like John Marston, he didn't stop the military and stuff.
Yeah.
But he did go out in a blaze of glory saving his family.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Whereas Arthur was kind of just like a quiet whimper out.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about this game that was infinitely better than Red Dead, and maybe it's just because of technology, the world, in my opinion, was, and I just want to put it this way, it had some of my favorite, the whole sequence when you're in Rhodes and you're in that southern, Georgia style thing, and then you're moving into the bayou kind of thing of that was beautiful.
Oh yeah, the world is alive in this game.
It does take a while to get around though sometimes.
That was another gripe. Yeah, it does take.
Especially up in the mountains.
But the thing is, I never wanted to fast travel because I always wanted to have those instances, those things that happen, or a stranger would pop.
Like I always wanted to trying to escape.
Even if it took me a half an hour to get across the map.
Whatever happened to Gavin? Gavin.
I don't remember.
Gavin.
What was the?
Oh yeah, he ever found? I don't know.
Nothing ever really came from that.
Is there a way to find Gavin? Put it in the comments.
Gavin.
If it's just an inside joke or something. Yeah, I talked to him a bunch of times.
And he shows up everywhere. But I did some reading. It's like there's no.
I tried being helpful. I tried just pissing him off. And
did you guys ever find that robot up on the mountain?
Yeah. I helped you out through that one.
No. I never found it.
After you left. No, I never found it after you left.
Yeah, I never did that.
I don't think you can, but who knows?
You can. I saw a YouTube video of.
Oh really?
Even like just sitting there on top of a mountain, like contemplating life or something.
Oh what?
Yeah.
I gotta find what.
Did you ever go back to Arthur Morgan's grave?
No, I didn't.
I don't know if I did do that.
Did you go to the pig farmer's house?
Yeah.
The brother and sister?
Were they brother and sister? I knew.
They were brother and sister,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the giant's bones? You find like
bones
that giant.
Yeah. There are a lot of cool
This is little Easter eggs and stuff they do. That's what's cool about both of these games.
I liked when I was able to find the serial killer. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was cool. I had to follow that one through. I had to make sure I did that one.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of neat little things in that. I did really appreciate that.
The thing is, me with my current busy life, like if I was younger and I had more time, I'd be able to do everything in this game. Whereas now it's like I probably have.
Trying to say about Lou. Lou did everything.
Yes,
I haven't done.
I feel like I haven't even done maybe half of the hidden stuff. Well, maybe done more than half, but I feel like there's so many things I haven't done because I know there's so many hidden stuff, but there's so many more games out there I gotta play, and this game is just vast and
Can I ask you
Huge.
guys what if you can remember, because there's so many, what your favorite maybe mission was? I'll give mine so you
Yeah.
can think. Because I think of the one when Jack gets kidnapped and they take him to
Dawn.
the basically the big farmhouse.
Yeah.
It's based on a real life house actually.
Oh.
It's very popular with the oak trees. It's called the oak.
Yeah,
trees.
and you got your whole
Break-
posse.
and you got your whole posse.
That's awesome. And
Now,
it's
really,
in the moonlight with
the
the
view
lanterns
coming in as
that's
you're going
awesome.
down that whole thing with the oak trees.
Just the view of it.
Yeah.
Just the idea.
And I should say that part of the reason I say it's my favorite is because that was probably the image that stuck in my mind the most from the game. And B, I was also, I'm Arthur Morgan. I'm jacked up. You don't steal kids.
Yeah.
So I really like that one.
That one does stand out as like the story missions
Yeah.
for sure. I'm trying to think
And those are, I'm talking story ones, yeah.
Story ones, like one that kind of caught me by surprise. I remember when I was supposed to be a sniper, and then I got fucking knocked out, and then I'm hanging upside down inside that freaking house. I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking just turn the story around on me. Like I have no weapons.
The
freaking
starts with a
Irishman.
C, yeah.
That whole family, whatever. Yeah, that other the rival gang of ours.
Yeah.
Right.
They're the one
Like,
that
we had this
that
plan.
Dutch
like,
has like the big beef with.
Yeah, and they fucking smartened up on us and they got me. I was like, oh shit, you gotta like escape and you're just in your pajamas, your underwear.
Did you remember to go grab your stuff?
No, I didn't. I left all my shit. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I didn't have any of my stuff.
Yeah.
But that one stands out for me.
Like when you say that, Bracelet one probably is my favorite. Since you already picked it, I guess like the second part to that, when you go to like that Dawn or whatever, that the Italians, and you go to their place and you fuck them up, like that was pretty cool coming in by night, because they were aside
going
from
through the backside and
through the water, because aside from that other rival gang, they were the only ones that seemed like in a big, equally sized force that could maybe fight your posse.
Some other that kind of jump out to me was when you had to go into that oil company's thing. And you
I was thinking that too.
Oh yeah,
you have to
that's
break.
cool.
And
that one took me forever for some reason.
I totally forgot. Do you remember the
one?
one where you're with your Native American and you have to get into that fort and you have to do it stealthily with bow and arrow?
Yeah.
And that was pretty fun.
I do like using like knives and like bow and arrows and like stealth stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool kills.
And Lou did a lot of the hunting. So
Yes, he has.
I got all the legendary creatures on that map, but then there's more apparently, like just random.
I liked when I got to meet
There's
my
like
big
secondary legendary creatures.
Yeah, there's
It was like a gator. I'm like,
that's because I remember looking. I
Something
wanted
like
the
that.
specific like panther. There was a panther one, and I wanted.
Man,
I did like the big bear hat when I got it. So
that's what I was gonna say. That kind of pissed me off. Is like, I try to do everything, but like I got all the fish, I got all the stuff on those maps, all the animals on the maps, and it was like that's not everything. You have to go and find. I don't know how you find out about the other ones.
You know what?
Looking online.
If no other games came out that year, I would have been able to do all that stuff. But I'm so behind in everything that I'm playing. I have no chance of getting 100%.
You know what,
I'm just glad I got through the story.
I want to throw maybe I'll do some more. That mission where there was like a guy in a mine and you get to go get him for the bounty and then he like tricks you in there. I like that one too.
Yeah, that was good.
Just because you got to do the plunger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I also sorry. Go ahead. No.
I was gonna say one thing that slowed it down for me. So I was gonna say, basically after Arthur Morgan died in the game, everything after that.
John Marston.
Making a farm and then leaving your family.
Go clean up the shit in the farm.
I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. I was getting tired of it.
You were ahead of me. You kind of told me that it kind of dragged after that. I didn't it was not the most fun, but I found I went through that like an hour. I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad.
You know what I was missing in this game, and even though they had a little bit of it, there weren't as many draw sequences with the there was the ones where you went after the gunslingers.
Yeah, if you chased after
that's it. I really found I used Deadeye so much less in
town.
this game than in the other one, and part of the reason was because you had that core. So that I get you have to keep up your health, but you had not just your core, but you had the ring around your core.
Exactly.
So
you gotta keep both.
Two things, and it's
and depending on what food you ate, it would either level up
and
your middle or the
bring down your Deadeye,
or it'd be like a limited time one that you would get.
Yeah.
Like okay. Yes. So
I did like going through houses and finding stuff.
That is probably.
You spend your entire time going through every edge of the house, clicking.
It's just finding the stuff. Yeah, like especially cool Easter eggs.
When you found their hidden stuff, like in the chimney,
exactly.
Or like a floorboard that's loose. Like,
that was cool.
But I'm a criminal.
I don't know. Anything else we want to talk about with the game itself?
You know, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
we'll
how
still
about-
play it online, and we're still gonna play it.
Outside of Arthur and John, who is maybe your favorite person in the posse?
Yeah, it's a hard one. It's been a while since I played the whole story.
There was Charles, who was like the half.
I did like
half
Charles.
Native American, half African American.
Because he was very helpful.
There was Javier Escuela.
Yeah,
Javier. Yeah.
There was
Bill Williamson,
Dutch. There was
Dutch.
Hosea. There was Bill Williamson.
At first,
Micah.
I liked that chick that we saved,
Molly?
and then what the hell's her name? And then she became like a badass.
Oh yeah,
Sadie. What's her name?
Sadie. Yeah.
And then she became kind of a bitch near the end.
Mary Beth.
But I did
Charlie.
like her. They threw her at the game. I thought she was pretty awesome. I really liked
They
her.
had those courtesans.
Yeah.
The one that was like a drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I didn't like Sadie near the end because she just was doing her own thing.
Yeah.
But I probably with Charles actually. He was really helpful.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Charles. That's who came to mind first.
Yeah.
Charles.
To be honest, I really liked Dutch.
But
You know.
You'd be the Dutch of the group.
my
probably.
my second
Yeah.
would have been Trelawney. I like you never.
Trelawney, I forgot about Trelawney.
He was
yeah.
so like a larger than
How
life
come-
personality
how
that
come
you could
nobody's-
never trust.
How
I
come
like
nobody
that
said the German accountant guy?
because he's just like an accountant.
Yeah, well, you know, brought the money in. So,
You like me.
yeah, I just like Dutch. I mean, he was, especially because he had Micah.
He's a
there.
larger than life
So
character.
you had Micah to be
Stands
the
out.
guy that you hate.
Yeah, it was the
Even though
easiest
because
one to hate.
it was good because that made Dutch wasn't the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
And yeah. So, want to give it a rating?
Sure.
I wish I'd played it more recently to give a rating.
Well, why don't we give each one of them a rating?
Oh.
How about that?
The first one, easy. I'd probably say 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I love that game. I mean, it's near flawless.
That's probably like a 9.9.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could say there's probably something I'd have a problem with. So
I'll go with Lou and I'll say a 9.9 on it as
Really?
well.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I mean, it's how many 10s can you give out really on a game? That's the whole thing.
That's the thing. That game is. I don't think they could have changed anything to make it better.
It's
It's just a great game. The second one, though, I would say 8 out of 10.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, no, I know. I lower.
lower than I would.
That's how much it disappointed me with all the new stuff they added.
probably a 9.3 for RDR2.
Oh shit.
If the online
I'm way low.
worked properly the way I wanted it to, it could have been a 10. It could have been my favorite over Red Dead, but because it doesn't, I'll probably say a 9.5, maybe 9.
Okay.
9.5.
Yeah. I just felt a little more burned by this one.
I mean, here's the deal. Take that one out of the way. What do you rate this game?
I don't know. It's the thing. It's because the
Yeah.
first one was so.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because I have the memories of the first one, how much I loved it, and then this one just disappointed compared to it.
I would have to forget everything I know about Dutch and John and the gang to really.
I'd probably
say-
rate it a little bit
I
higher. I'd probably
know.
give it like an 8.4 or something like that.
But you think
I don't know.
think it would really only move up that much? Eh? Like, you
I do
don't
think
it
so.
would-
Because like I said, it's kind of like Red Dead, Breath of the Wild, and it wasn't the good parts of Breath of the Wild that I liked. It was the parts like the fucking campfire cooking stuff, or even when you go into a person's house, you gotta open up every fucking drawer. You gotta hold the button down, hold the button down, hold the button down. I know.
How fun would it be?
Make
if
it
you could
simple.
just
Make it
put-
simple. Tap, 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 tap. Not hold the button. Open.
Yeah,
hold the button.
but that's
open.
realistic.
Slow as shit.
That's
is
how
what
you
it
get
is.
Witcher.
You gotta, and then you gotta watch your fucking horse. You gotta watch your stuff. I hated that stuff.
You would actually like The Witcher then. Witcher 3.
I would like it now.
Oh yeah, because you just click on everything. There's 100 things to click on.
There you
but,
go.
You
I would
know,
love The Witcher 3. Maybe I would. I don't know. Everything was like the first game, but slowed down. It's like they tried to make it more of a simulator for some reason. They tried to make it more realistic. I don't want realistic. I want to play a game.
Like I said, I kind of feel like I'd forget all the characters. Like I need to forget all the characters to give you a good rating on that without considering Red Dead 1, because even.
well, I'm
the
not even
opposite-
really asking for a rating. I'm just
Well,
curious how much it would change your.
But even the
that's all.
opposite, like how I felt like that Arthur never really got his comeuppance and stuff by the end of it.
Yeah.
But he did help John a lot, so maybe I appreciate him more knowing who John becomes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways, a game that Red Dead Online's still gonna go for a while. Maybe eventually it'll become what I want. I don't know how long it took GTA 5 to become what it is, but I guess I'll just hold out hope.
Yeah.
Where can we find everybody?
I'm CountryBoy_9 on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
the LewisLightning on Twitch.
And MussKeg on Twitch, PSN, and Twitter. You'll find me roping up cowboys on Twitch, and sometimes I might do it playing Red Dead 2.
Subscribe below. hit the ding bell button, whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it.
Come over here.